Good morning, fourth grade students of room 502. Welcome to Eureka Math. We know what Eureka, a Latin phrase, translates into in the English language. It means I have found it. And what do we have found? We have found the best way to learn math, which is more valuable than gold. So take out your homework. You might have to pause the video. We're going to review a few of the problems. Be sure your name's up here and the date. Number one is represent the following expressions with disk, regrouping as necessary, writing a matching expression, and recording the partial products vertically as shown below. Let's take a look at B, and it's 424 three times, okay? So we'll do 4, 2, 4 times 3. Hopefully you did the partial products too. We got to do the disk, so we have 4 hundredths, 2 tens, and 4 ones. Okay, so let's multiply them by 3. 3 groups. There's our ones. 4 times 3, or 3 times 4 ones is 4, 8, 12. Now we go to our tens. 3 times 2 tens. It looks like it gets us 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then we go to our hundredths. 3 times 4 hundredths. And it looks like it gets us 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. And it's really important to line up the place values here. If you get all wonky with it, well, it won't add up properly. So let's see what we have. We have a 2, 7, 2, and 1. 1,272. Time to get regrouping. I have 12 here, right? So I'll take the first 2 4s and then 2 more to make 10. Bring it over here. I have 2 left. That matches up. We go over here. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That matches. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to regroup. We don't have a space for it, but that's okay. We'll just make one like that. And then I have 2 left there, so that matches. And then I have 1,000. So 1,272 is our answer. We're going to flip over our page and do one more. Same instructions, except we have to make our own place value chart. So let's do 5 times 604. Oh, no, let's go down here and do 3 times 3,034. So I'm going to make some columns here. Do you think I'll need to get into the 10,000s? I don't think so, because I can kind of do some rounding and see that 3 times 3,000 would be 9,000. So I don't think I'll get into the 10,000s. But I have my ones, my tens, my hundreds, my 1,000s. And I'm going to make my problem over here vertically so that I could do the partial products, the products that are partial in nature. So I have 3,000s, 1, 2, 3. I have 0 hundredths, see? I have 3 tens, 1, 2, 3. I have 4 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 3, we've just done this. 3 groups of 4. 3 times 4 ones. There it is. It's 12 again. So we'll put 12 right there. Now we go to 3 times 3 tens. And we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay. 0, 3 times 0 hundredths is 0. 3 times 3,000s. Let's make 2 groups, 3 groups. We have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. So I'm going to put my 9,000 right here. Remember, line up those place values. Make it nice and easy. Let's do the first one. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 9 is 10. I'll carry the 1 and have a 100 there. So it looks like my answer is 9,102, but let's regroup to make sure. Do I need to regroup here? Yes, I do. I have 12, so I'm going to sequester 10, or lasso, round up 10 of those bad boys. And they'll come over here. I'll put it right there. So 2 looks like it's correct. Then we go over here, we have 0 hundredths. How could that be? I have lots of hundreds. Let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I got to lasso up, round up all those 10s, and they're going to go over to the 100 ranch. So now I have 0 tens, right? They all went over. I have 100, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000. So our answer is 9,102. Please put your homework in the homework drawer located on the north wall of room 502 next to the exit door. Okay, our objective today, we are going places and we're doing things differently. Let's read this. It says multiply 3 and 4-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers. Well, Mr. Leggett, we did that yesterday. Yes, we did multiply 3 and 4-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers, except we'll be applying the standard algorithm. Yes, the standard algorithm. That's what our objective is today. All right, first of all, we're going to do a little fluency practice. And let's start off with a place value chart. Not a place value chart. Yes, a place value chart. Make it kind of small because we're going to be doing a few of these. And this is 1, 10, 100. So make your place value chart like that. 1, 10, and 100. Okay, we're going to do a problem. Mr. Leggett, this one's so easy. Why do we have to do it? Well, just so we could see how this all works out, it's 312 times 1. Okay, 1 times 2. 1 times 2 ones would be 2, right? 1 times 110 would be 10. See how that works? And 1 times 3 hundredths would be 3 hundredths. So you have 2, 1, 312, and look over here, 312. Let's do another one down below. And this time we'll do 312 times 2. So my 1s, my 10s, my 100s. And we're going to do 312. We're going to set that problem up. 3 hundredths, 110, and 2 ones. Okay? So what are we going to get? We're going to multiply this by 2. I'm going to switch pens because I'm running out of ink there. So 2 times 2. 2 times 2 ones equals 4. 2 times 110 equals 2 tens, or 20, 10, 20. And 2 times 3 hundredths. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. I'm going to add those up. We have 4, 2, and 6. Let's take a look. 4 ones, 2 tens, and 600. So our answer is absolutely correct. We're going to do one more before we move on to our next set of problems. And I'll make a column for, maybe we'll do 2 more now. I think we'll only do 1 more. We got to get going. There's our 1s, our 10s, and our 100s. And we're going to do 312 times 3. What do you know about that? And let's take a look. I got 3 hundredths, 110, 2 ones, 3 times 2 ones. 3 times 2 ones would be 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2. Looks like it's going to be 6, right? So we'll put our 6 there. We have 3 times 110 will be 3 tens, right? 10, 20, 30. So we'll put our 30 here. And 3 times 3 hundredths. Let's make 3 groups of 3. And now we can count 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. So we have our 900 here. And let's add them up. We have 6, 3, 9. Looks like we got our answer correct. 936. Okay, let's move on to our application problem. Yours is on the back, mine's on the front. That's the way it goes. Just like I said, grab some pins with a little more oomph. Please excuse me. I will be right back. Looking for some pins with a little more oomph. Let's do it. Found some pins with a little more oomph. Now let's read what's going on in our application problem. Bring it on back. Go ahead and read this to yourself as I read. It says, calculate the total amount of milk in 3 cartons if each carton contains 236 milliliters of milk. Do your best. So I'm going to circle a few things here. We have 3 cartons of 236 milliliters each. So let's get busy on this problem here. We can refer back to that. So let's do our 3 cartons doing the old tape diagram. And we'll go 1, 2, and 3. How many milliliters of milk do we have in this? Well, if we refer back to our problem, we can see that we have 236 milliliters of milk in each one. So I'm going to put 236, 236, 236 milliliter, little m, big L. So there we have it. 3 cartons. What does this all mean, Mr. Liggett? We're trying to figure out how many total milliliters of milk we got. That's what this is all about. How in the world do we do this? Well, let's get out the old place value chart. Okay, we're going to go hundreds, tens, ones, 1, 10, 100. Here we go. Let's do 236. That's 2 hundredths, 3 tenths, and 6 ones. What are we multiplying by? We're multiplying by 3 because we have 3 containers of 236 milliliters each. So let's take a look. Gonna make 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's just stop there. Take a deep breath. Let's not do the partial products yet. Let's just kind of maybe just keep going with this. All right. So then I have 30, but I got to do 3 groups of 3. There, I've multiplied 3 tens by 3. Now I have 2 hundredths. I'm going to multiply them by 3. So now let's do our partial products. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do 236 times 3. Well, what's 6 times 3? Let's figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Or we could skip count. 6, 12, 18. Let's go over here to our tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Mr. Liggett was singing a song from his youth called Snoopy and the Red Baron. All right, so there's 90 of those. Let's go over here to the hundreds. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. I think we're ready to add, Mr. Liggett. I think you're absolutely right. 8 plus 0 plus 0, 8. 9 plus 1 plus 0, 10. 6 plus 1, 7. So it looks like it's going to be 708, but we're not going to. We're going to look to the place value chart to make sure it's all correct. Okay, it looks like we got to do a little regrouping. Time to head to the regrouping ranch to round up some ones. So let's round up 10 of these. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm just going to throw my lasso around this. And there we go. Hey, where'd my purple pen go? Where'd my purple pen go? Purple pen. There it is. All right. So now I can regroup. They're going over here. And I can put it right here. Hi. Is there another 10 that needs to be regrouped? Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, we'll leave those little doggies in their pen. And we keep that 8 there. Look, it matches. Yay! Let's continue on and see how many 10s we have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Time to regroup these 10s on the 10 ranch and send these bad boys over to the 100 ranch. We've lassoed them up. Alrighty. So what do we have here? We have none left. We've lassoed them all up and we put them over in the hundreds. We got regrouped. We got a 0 there. Now time for the 100s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 7. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. It looks like our problem answer is correct. Look, they match. Ding, ding, ding. 708. Now we can write 3 cartons hold 236. Whoops, no. What am I saying? 708 milliliters, period. Go ahead and freeze that if you need to catch up. We're going to move on to our standard algorithm. And I believe if I copied these correctly, you will find that you have a blank piece of paper right here. Hooray! Alrighty, here we go. We're going to take a look at 6 times 612. My golly, that's a lot of numbers there. 6 times 612. And we're going to make ourselves one of them there place value charts. Oops. Mr. Leggett. Cross this out. I thought that was a little too much. It's 6 times 162. That's our actual problem. So we're going to go make a simple place value chart. That's pretty simple, Mr. Leggett. We're going to call this ones, tens, and I don't bother putting the apostrophe S anymore. We know this by now. Let's do 162. 100. How many tens? 6 tens. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. We had 6 tens. 100, 6 tens. Looks like there's 2 ones. What are we multiplying by? By golly, we're multiplying by 6. So we got to make 6 groups of 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 2. And now we have 6 groups of 2. Oh my goodness. 6 groups of 6. You got to be kidding me. Here we go. One group of 6, 2 group of 6, 3 group of 6, 4 group of 6. Wow. 5 group of 6 and 6 group of 6. Let's check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 6. This looks much simpler to deal with. 6 groups of 1. That's 2 groups of 1, 3 groups of 1, 4 groups of 1, 5 groups of 1, and 6 groups of 1. So this is what it should look like. We've done 6 times 162. And we can see that there's a lot of dots going on here. Dot, 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 dot. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I'm using pins with a little more heft. All right, so now we're going to deal with this. Now that we've done the place value chart, we're going to deal with the standard algorithm. So it's 162 times 6. This is the standard algorithm in action. And you need to be paying very close attention to know how to deal with a standard algorithm. Watch this. Watch this. 2 times 6 is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. But here's where we break away from the partial product. I put a 2 here, and I'm going to put a 1 right here. 12. To show the regrouping, let's circle 10 of these and send them over this way. All right, so there's our 2, there's our 2. Now, we have 6 times 6. 6 times 6, you could use your charts as 36. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. A lot of regrouping going on. Shall we get to it? Lassoing these doggies up. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's another 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's another 10. Let's count that out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And watch what happens here. We're left over with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh? But didn't you say 6 times 6 is 36? Yes, but we got to add on that 1. So 6 times 6 is 36 plus 110. So actually it's 60 times 6 is 360 plus the 110 makes this a 7 there and a 3 right there. 37, because we have 37 tens. Wow. Now, let's look at how many hundreds we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember our original 6? But then we have 7, 8, 9. So we did 1 times 6 is 6, and then we added on these 300ths from the tens to get 972. And if we look at our place value chart, we can see 2 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left for 972. Wow, that's a lot of regrouping going on. Now, let's continue on to another piece of blank paper. You can use one, I believe, that's on the back side. And this problem is, are you ready for this? We're not going to use a place value chart. We're just going for it, okay? Are you ready to go for it? I'm ready, Mr. Leggett. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do 200, write this 5 times 237, okay? So now write down, and we could take up a lot of space, 237 times 5, okay? So we're going to do this 2 different ways. We're going to do the partial product, and then we're going to do the standard algorithm, okay? So I'm going to make a line right at the middle here. Hope you didn't mess that up too bad like I did. And then I'm going to do the same problem over here. One will be partial product, and one will be standard algorithm.
Oh, did you say the partial product?
Yes, Mathmat, I said partial product.
I like the partial product.
Oh, I know you do. You like parentheses, too. I'm beginning to think you just like words that start with the letter P. Is that a problem?
No, don't be silly. I like other things besides the things that start with P.
Well, name one.
I like puppies.
That starts with a P.
I like popsicles.
That starts with a P.
I like pandas.
And that starts with a P also.
Maybe that is just the way I like things. Things that start with the P. Now, can I help with the partial product?
Sure can, Mathmut. Let's help us out with the partial product. Mathmut, what's 7 times 5?
Well, I know my 5s from that video you always show about Scholastic Rock, where the man, he does the hide and go seek. He says 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's 7, right?
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 is 7.
Yes, so let's put the 35 right here.
Okay, so there's my partial product, 35. Now how about the 3 times 5? Oh, that's in the video too. It goes 5, 10, 15. But Mathmut, I'm dealing with 30 times 5, not 3 times 5.
Oh, but then we just add the 0 at the end, so it becomes 150.
Yeah, very good.
And line them up, Mr. Leggett.
I'm lining up the best I can.
Oh, very good job.
How about 2 times 5?
That's so easy. 2 times 5 is 10. 5, 10.
Yeah, but it's 200 times 5.
Well, then I just add a 0 onto it. So it becomes, well, excuse me, I had 2 zeros because we're multiplying by 100.
Oh, I see. So 2 times 5 is 10, and then you're going to add 2 zeros on because we've been multiplying by 200 times 5.
Yes, think about it. Let's skip count. 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000. 1000 is also called 1000.
Okay, thank you so much, Mathmut. Let's add them up.
Add them up. Add them up.
Mathmut, what's 5 plus 0 plus 0?
It's 5.
How about 3 plus 5 plus 0?
Is 8.
Okay. How about 1 plus 0?
Is 1.
And then we have 1 here, nothing, right?
That's right.
Where do I put the comma, Mathmut?
Between the 2 ones.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, comma.
They call this a period.
Yes, they do. That starts with a P also.
Yes, it does. Goodbye, boys and girls.
Goodbye, Mathmut.
Goodbye, Mr. Leggett.
All right, so we have 1,185. Partial product. 7 times 5, 35. 30 times 5, 150. 200 times 5, 1,000. 1,185. But now let's shift gears, and we're going to go to the not partial product, the standard algorithm. 7 times 5, we've already determined that that's 35. I'm going to put my 5 here and my 3 here, okay? Then we go on to 3 times 5. What is 3 times 5? Think about it. 5, 10, 15. But are we done? No! We got to add on 3. So 15, 16, 17, 18. I can put my 8 right here, cross out that 3, but I got to put my 1 there for 100, because 3 times 5 was 150, plus that 30 is 180. So now I have to do 2 times 5. 5, 10, plus that 100. 10 plus 1, 11. Take a look. We got the same answer, did we not? Is that not a thing of beauty? I think it is. We're going to continue on with another one. And this time around, boy, I think you have enough scratch paper. If not, you always know where to grab one. But I think I included enough in your packet. So I'm going to get out a piece of scratch paper because I didn't include enough in mine. But for some reason, I think I have enough in yours. If not, grab another piece. All right, here we go. We're doing 6 times 716. I'm going to put the line right down the middle this time, and we'll do 716 times 6 and 716 times 6. And over here is the partial product, and this way we're doing is the standard algorithm. So let's get busy with this. 6 times 6. Use your multiplication chart. Maybe you know your math facts. Maybe you have to skip count. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. So I can put a 6 here and my little 3 right there. Okay, let's do the next one. This is 1 times 6. In actuality, it's 6 times 1, 10. That's 6, right? 6 times 1. But we have to add the 3 on. So 6, 7, 8, 9. And don't forget to... I'm doing the standard algorithm on this side. We'll do partial product over here. Mr. Leggett. Okay, so we don't need to bring anything over because it's 9, right? 1 times 6 plus 3 was 9. Now we do 7 times 6. Use your multiplication chart. Our skip count with me, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. So 7 times 6 is 42, but in this case, 6 times 700 is 4,200. Let's do partial products now, okay? Sorry, guys. 6 times 6, we already know, 36. 110 times 6, or 6 times 110, 60, right? 7 hundredths times 6, 7 times 6 is 42. Put on the 2 zeros to show it's times by 100. 6 times 700. Add it up. 6, 9, 2, and 4. It looks like we have 4,296 both ways. Don't worry, folks. There's a lot of math going on here, and we'll get the hang of it. All right. Let's continue on with our concept development, problem 3. Let's find out what's going on in this problem. Shane measured 457 milliliters of water in a beaker. Olga measured 3 times as much water. So I'm going to circle 3 times as much. What we need to find out is how much water did they measure all together. So both Shane and both Olga's from Sweden. So we're going to put an S for Shane, and Shane in his beaker, he decided he would going to put 457. Olga, how much did she put in her beaker? Look, 3 times as much. 1, 2, and 3 times as much. 457, 457, and 457. Now, we could say, all right, we can figure out how much they did it all together. We can put a bracket over here, and we have a question mark there. And we're thinking to ourselves, well, you know what I could do? I could just do repeated addition. 457 plus 457 plus 457 plus 457. Yeah, we could do that, but we are math masters. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the standard algorithm to multiply this. So what will we multiply? We have 457 4 times. 457 times 4. Let's go about this. Let's attack this logically. 7 times 8. Excuse me. 7 times 4. 4 times 7 ones. Think about it. Use your math chart if you need to. 7, 14, 21, 28. So I have 28. So I'm putting my 8 here and my little 2 right there. Okay, because 28. We have 2 10s, 8 1s, right? Right. So now, let's go to 5 times 4. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Guess what the answer is? It's 20, but not yet. We got to add the 2. So 20 plus 2, or in this case, 200 plus 2 would be 220. 22, I'm going to put my 2 there and a 2 over here, right? Okay, 220. 50 times 4 is 200, plus that 20 is 220. Now I'm going to 400ths times 4. 4, 8, 12, 16. It's 16 hundredths. 4 times 4 hundredths, but I have these 2 hundredths left over from my 50 times 4. So I have to go 16 plus 2, 17, 18. So we have an answer now. They measured 1,828 milliliters of water, or H2O, all together. So, if we want, if we're still a little confused, let's head back and just do a quick partial product of 457 times 4. Take a look at how it all boils down. 7 times 4 is 28. 50 times 4, 200. 400 times 4, 1,600. And this is why knowing your math facts is very important. We have 8, we have 2, we have the 1. So 1,828. We could also do a place value chart, but we're not going to because we got to get moving on. All righty, to take out your keep these papers. You're going to need them for your homework tonight. So you can put them in your binder. Put them in your binder to take you home to help with your homework. And we're going to move on to our problem set. Problem set. Hold on with me. Are we still recording, I hope? Yes, we are. That's marvelous. Lesson 9. Here we go. If you got it down, you may go and start on this, but just come back and check in once in a while to make sure you're getting the right answers. Make sure you're getting the right answers here at the multiplication ranch. Okay, I'm zooming in because we have tiny little things. Now, you're going to take this home with you to help you with your homework. All right, it's showing partial product and standard algorithm, okay? Let's do the partial product first. 34 times 4. 4 times 4 or 4 times 4 ones. 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay? And then we go with 4 times 3. 30 times 4. 4 times 3 tens. Well, it would be 12 tens. 4 times 3 tens, which would be 120. Time to add. Okay, let's go do the standard algorithm after you've finished adding that. 4 times 4, 16. Here's my 6, and there's my 1. 16. 3 times 4 is 12, but remember, we got to add the 1, and we need to put a 0 there because we're multiplying by tens, right? So 3 times 4 is 12 plus the 1 is 130. I think you're going to get the same answer. I hope. Let's continue on. Partial product. 4 times 3, 12. 2 tens times 3. 3 times 2 is 6, but this is tens, so it will be 60. Now we get to hundreds. 3 times 2 hundredths. Well, I know 3 times 2 is 6, so this must be 600. Okay, go ahead and figure that out. I'm going to go over here to the standard algorithm. You could always pause the video. 4 times 3 is 12. Bring up the 1. 20 times 3, or 3 times 2 tens, is 60, but plus that other 10 makes this 70. See how it's kind of getting a little different? 60 plus 12 is 72, but 70 plus 2 is also 72. Finally, do I need to bring anything over? No, it's not greater than 10. 2 times 3 plus 1 is 7. 200 times 300. We already know the answer is 600. Time to add. And I'm sure they get the same answer. Now, we're going to go straight to the standard algorithm. Just the standard algorithm alone. 1 times 3. What's 1 times 3? Excuse me. 3. Okay, we're dealing with tens now, so I'm going to put a 0 here. 5 times 3 is 15, or 3 times 5 tens is 150. Now, I'm dealing in hundreds, so there's going to be 2 zeros here. 2 times 3 is 6. We're ready to add. Going to continue on, and you keep checking your work, okay? 5 times 6 is 30. So I'm going to put a 0 here and a 3 here. Okay, I'm going to put another 0 here because we're multiplying by 10. 3 times 6 is 18, but we got to add on the 3. 18, 19, 20, 21. So this would be 210. Now I'm multiplying by 100. I'm going to put 2 zeros here to show that this is 6 times 100, which would be 6. Okay, we'll continue on. Four times 9, 36. This is a tricky one. Watch what happens. I bring my 3 up here, and then we have 0 times 9 is 0, but we add the 3 to get 30. Do we see how 9 times 4 equals 36? Yeah, we do. Then we multiply by 100, so I'm going to put 2 zeros here, and 3 times 9 is 27. Now we're ready to add. Need to pause, that's okay. We're going to continue on with D. 5 times 4 is 20. I'll bring my 2 there and a 0 down. 0 times 4 is 0, but I add on those 2 tens. Take a look, we have 20 now. Now I'm multiplying by the hundreds, so 2 zeros, and 4 times 4 is 16. And we can see how important it is to keep everything in order, okay? We'll continue on. 6 times 5 is 30. Bring the 3 up. 1 times 5 is 5, plus the 3 would be 80. So we see how 5 times 1, 10 is 50, and 6 times 5 is 30, so add those together, you get 80. And then last but not least, 3 times 5 is 150. Excuse me. A little early in the morning. 300 times 5. We remember our 2 zeros, and then our 15 there, 5, 10, 15, and then we're ready to add. Okay? Kind of see the pattern here? 2 times 6 is 12. There's my 10 to show the 12. 9 times 6 is 54. That's a tough one. Plus the 1 would be 55. Okay, but we're multiplying by 10, so we have to put the 0 there and put 55. Then I cross that out and I put a 5